Yo, good morning. This is Nick with Living Rich, and today I'm gonna share with you some perspectives that I have come by, working through sticking points of mine in my own life. And the subject today is going to be purpose, goals, and more like long-term goals for myself. One of the biggest sticking points, like I said, I'd start with, is taking action on a large scale that I feel like I've had, or like having a overall global life purpose of mine. And kind of how I'm working through this right now immediately is doing things like this. I'm doing these videos. I do these like one month goals where I'm focusing on something for 1 month and completing that, getting it done. Last month I went to India for an entire month. It was a great trip, really good travel. Changed my view a little bit. More than anything, it showed me my own bullshit, which is more helpful than most like things you can get, most vacations. Another one is that I've started waking up early in the morning. Like last night, for example, I was up till 4, and then I woke up 6. And now I'm making that a habit. Not just like for, I wake up early, so I'm good. No, it's actually a really practical habit that I've decided to start working on and growing and building. And that's for the reason that in the morning time it's quiet, it's calm. I really like that. And it's almost like I can get into my groove, and then if I didn't get enough sleep the night before, like last night, I can take a nap later in the day. My schedule allows for it. It allows for me to kind of wake up whenever I want to, because I work in a restaurant, and all my side stuff, it has not gotten to a point to where I need to be up for any particular reason at any time of the day, really. And I don't drink, so I do get up pretty early, relatively early anyway. It's usually before 12. But getting distracted by a girl walking her dog that I talked to. Another point that I would like to make, I'm going to start walking this way, is... what is the other point that I was going to make? I'm out of my groove with these videos. So I think a lot of times we have a sticking point in life because we don't know everything that we want to do. Like I was saying earlier, like that's one of my sticking points. And a lot of times that forces us into inaction. So kind of what I would suggest is, or at least what I'm doing for myself, is I'm taking these attributes, like these small parts of personality, or like things that I want to do with my life, or places I want to go, situations I want to find myself in, or financial situations I want to find myself in. I take these just like little things, or like friends I want to be around, or getting good with meeting girls, just like they're not like the complete life purpose, right? And they're not a defining factor for who I am, but the things that I want to do. And instead of taking no action, just because I don't have like a big, super overall goal that I've, worked out totally, I can do these things. And like step by step, it kind of creates a person that I more want to be. I also think that the larger goals too are, a lot of it's like a fear of taking action. And I can say that from experience. It really is like scary, like, because people find themselves in really comfortable situations. They find themselves, or not even comfortable situations, or maybe they're uncomfortable situations, but they get comfortable with them, and they just find themselves in this like homeostasis where everything's balanced out. I've done that a few times, and I've always dreaded the change. And now it's like I've been through enough changes to where I'm okay with it. Like, I can lose all my money, and I'll be like, whatever, I'm gonna go back to work, I'll make it work, I'll go stay with family, I'll go make friends, I'll go fucking travel. Like, that's my solution when I don't have money, is I'll go travel. Ironically, it actually works out. And it's because people are more receptive to travelers for some reason. Like, if you're just someone on your grind, a lot of times you close up internally, and just focusing on your stuff. I do it, and I feel like people close to you a little bit, close to me. But when I'm traveling, I'm like, you're traveling, and they like the novelty too. You're like a rare breed. You're like in India, and you're like, everyone's like, oh my god, American, so like, yeah, and then you learn stuff. So that's why I'm not really tripping about, losing money. On the flip side, I work really hard, I work a lot, and I love having money for the luxury experience of it, for the capability experience of it, for, not having to inconvenience others for it. Like, people are going to help you out either way. And when you have money, it's almost like it is like they want to help you out. When you don't have money, it's like, oh, I feel so bad for this person, I have to help them out. No. When people help me out, I want people to be wanting to help me out. I want people to do it willingly. I want people to do it, and benefit from it. Like, that's great. It's a great system. So, that's why I like money. And there's also like social situations, working in a restaurant. Like, I'm not the most socially adept person. I used to be really introverted and watch way too much Star Trek. So, got a little off track, but little things like that. Well, actually, we were talking about changing and getting out of homeostasis. That's actually a really good thing to do, and you can do it on different levels too. And you can take the homeostasis that you're in and use that to do things that you couldn't do. Like, for example, while I was traveling, it's really hard to like learn stuff. Like, how are you going to learn a guitar when you can't afford a guitar, when you can't afford, the time or the space to keep a guitar or to carry it with you? You just don't have like that capability. And so you're forced to like keep on moving and moving and moving. And that's actually the benefit of like being in one place, is you can kind of dig deep. You can learn your guitar. You can, work on your practice. You can work out. You can like work your body and like get in really good shape. You can get really good coffee. So to wrap up this video, to sum it all up, the major sticking point of like the purpose, the lack of purpose or purpose in your life, don't let that be a stumbling block for you. a lot of times we can go around and we can see people who we think they have it all figured out and they're working on something. Cool. That's awesome. They're working on something. That's awesome. They got this going for them. But there are things that we can do in our everyday lives. Just like maybe they're little things, maybe they're things that we can change about ourselves. And, it doesn't seem like this big, expansive thing, but after a while, it adds up to creating a person that can handle those big, expansive things. Like, you got to start somewhere. I mean, at least this is what I'm. A lot of times when I say like you, I mean I. So I got to start somewhere. I got to start with what I'm doing right now. I got to start with, as lame as it sounds, as easy as it sounds, as like banal as it sounds, waking up early. Taking next month, I'm looking at taking a real social dynamics course. Getting a gym membership again. Well, I just came back from India. I've been shopping around different gyms and looking at different not deals. I'm not really looking for a deal, but like different situations, to really put myself in the best shape that I can be in. If you're curious about what that is, I was looking more at like CrossFit, but I'm probably gonna go with the rock climbing gym for other reasons. They have a few weights in there, and it's a little bit less money. And it's open 24 hours, and I work at night, so I can go after my work. So there's a few different reasons, and I can find weights outside of the CrossFit gym and do CrossFit workouts otherwise. So yeah, these are a few things I gotta be working on, and maybe you can take some inspiration or startup from this and work on your stuff. Life is good. Life is like I was talking to my friend earlier, and he was asking me why I was reading. I'm reading a book right now by Daniel Pink called To Sell is Human, and he was asking me why read. Why are you reading? And he was playing video games at the time, and I was about to jump in. And my answer to him was that it's like when you're playing video games, for example, it's really easy to get excited and get into it and to get engaged with it. But I found with real life, it's a little more difficult. It takes a little time. It takes a certain expertise and practice, and you kind of have to do work, or quote unquote work. You can call it whatever you like, but you have to put effort in, and you have to live it. And just as a choice, like an overall life choice, I wanted to be excited. I wanted to be, as a person, for me, I wanted to be excited about life, about living, about about the stuff around me, about the full experience, and not have it be mitigated down to one, mitigated down to a screen. It's really easy to get excited, and I still enjoy them. In the same way, coffee, it's really easy to wake up and have a cup of coffee. And I love coffee, and I do wake up and have a cup of coffee. But realistically, if you look at your energy throughout the day, you'll have more energy, or at least I have more energy, if I don't drink coffee. So again, it's like, which arena do I want to play in? I want to play in the real world. You know, this is the video game I want to be playing, or this is the game I want to be playing, is the real world. And then any other video games, I want them to be secondary. I want them to be like, I almost want to be bad at them because I spend so little time playing them, even though I enjoy it. So that was, yeah, I just thought that was pretty valuable insight that I had, and that is like the underlying workings of my life. So, or at least what I'm working to do. So thank you for watching. It's a pretty long video. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it, got something out of it. And I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.